question, how to start with the blocks, how to start building something. So today I am going to show you how to start different blocks, how to make a simple circuit, how to make your idea to work. Okay, so let's begin. So there is a simple rule, always starts with power. So this is the picture you have to follow. Okay, so you can see here, starts with power and then your input and then your output. Okay, so now I am going to show you in the circuit. Suppose this is your kit. This has all the blocks that you got in your starter kit or junior robo blocks. So take the power. So as I show you in the diagram, in this diagram as I show you, it starts with power and then input and then output. So take your power and then take any input. So what can be an input? All the sensors are your input, like a light sensor is the input, your proximity sensor is the input, your switch is the input, your touch sensor is the input, this is a switch, so your switch is the input. So let me start with switch. So power goes to input and you get an output. So what is the output? A light is output, a buzzer is the output, or your vibration is the output, or your motor is the output. So I am going to connect an output, that is a light, with the switch, and then if I push the switch, light is on. Push the switch off, light is off. So I will try with one more input. So now I am going to try touch sensor. So connected touch sensor here, connected a touch sensor here, then I connected a light here, and if I touch, you can see it's able to sense my. I am going to show you something more than what I showed you before. So you have your power, your input and then your output. Suppose you want to change the behavior little bit different. So your input gives yes or senses something, then your output is coming. You want to change that. So in that case you can use some logic. So what is a logic? Not is a logic, which is an invert. So you can use invert as a logic. Some kits will have toggle as a logic. Some kits will have delay as a logic. So now I am going to show you how to use invert. So let us see the diagram first. So this is a normal diagram. So you know this, power, input, and here there's a new block. You can see logic. So the previous one is like this, power, input, output. So in our example we took touch sensor. So power, touch sensor and output. So when I touch, your output has some behavior. Now I want to change that behavior. So in between the input and output, I can put a logic to change the behavior. So now I will use invert to change this behavior and see what happens. So here is my touch sensor, power, touch sensor, and now goes my invert logic, which will change the behavior. So you see, now when I am touching, the light should come. Now you see, the behavior is completely changed. When I touch, the light is coming up. But if I remove the invert, then the behavior is different. See, the light is on by default. When I touch, the light is off. So you can play with all the sensors and you will get different type of behaviors. So please play with it. If you have any questions, please write to me and I will try to answer you as soon as possible. I want to give you two more examples. What you can do with these blocks. You can also build your school projects. Like my daughter got a fancy dress competition. So she built a mango. And what I did, I gave her these blocks and she put some eyes and a moving leaf on the mango and she got first prize. You can build a blinker for your bike. Like my daughter built one for her bike, and I'm going to show you how it works. So how to make a blinker? Now we will see how to make a blinker. As the rule says, power and then your input and then your output. So since we are going to build a blinker, our input will be a pulse which creates pulse. Pulse means, you know, right? Your heartbeat, like thak, thak, thak is a pulse. So it's a rhythm. So this is a pulse block. So we are going to connect pulse and then we are going to connect the light. And you see,